Hi, I'm Steve Bergeron, and welcome to OmahaBrides.com video broadcast. This is a series of interviews in which we interview local wedding vendors here in Omaha, Nebraska, to help brides and grooms plan for their weddings by offering tips and advice. And today we're lucky enough to be here with Amy Cornick. Now, Amy is the office manager of Bandstand Music DJ service. Bandstand Music employs over 16 DJs, does over 500 weddings a year, and we're going to find out just some tips and advice to help you, the bride and groom, plan for your wedding reception when it comes to the DJ. Well, welcome to today's interview. We're here today with Amy Cornick with Bandstand Music, and as promised, we're going to pick Amy's brain and get some advice when it comes to getting a DJ for your wedding reception. Amy, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing really well. I first wanted to make a comment. Now, I know a lot of times when people go to look for a DJ initially, one of their first things is price. You know, they want to call around, get prices and stuff. But there's more entailed to just getting a DJ than finding out what the prices are. Share with us some of the insights as far as what brides should be looking for when they're getting a DJ.
Brides should be looking for if the DJ is going to guide them along their evening. You don't want a DJ who's just going to sit behind the table. You want somebody who has a lot of experience with weddings, who's going to come in there, let you know when it's time to do things, so that you don't have to worry about it. As a bride, you can sit and talk to your friends and your family and just not worry about a time schedule. You let your DJ take care of that.
Yeah, you know, one of the buzzwords you hear a lot is MC. I mean, you say DJ/MC. I know with Bandstand Music, it's a DJ/MC service. What do you mean by MC?
The master of ceremonies is going to be the one who makes all the announcements for dinner, toast, cake, the first dance, all of that kind of information that the guests need to know about, that they're supposed to be taking care of for the whole evening, like I said, so the bride doesn't have to worry about those things. He announces everything and just lets the crowd know what's going on. Yeah,
absolutely. And, you know, once all the MC work is done at the beginning, then it's time for the dance music, right?
Yeah.
So what's your advice as far as the dance music goes? I mean, should the bride and groom be picking all the music out? Should they pick some of it out? I mean, what do you suggest to your brides?
I suggest that they pick out some music that's important to them, music that they like to dance to. But pick music that people are going to have fun with and people are going to dance to. I know that some people come in and they say, we don't want any of the chicken dance, the icebreakers, and which is fine.
Hokey pokey.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people don't like those types of dances, and that's fine. But then pick out some music that you know people do like to dance to, some things that are popular that you hear at wedding receptions that people like to dance to.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. I think it needs to be a mix of, what the bride and groom wants to hear, and then what the guests are going to like and enjoy dancing to. So I think that is important. As far as where to put the DJ, I mean, do you have recommendations on that? I mean,
I always say put your DJ near the dance floor, as close to the dance floor as you possibly can, because when the dinner is over and the toast and the cake are done, the DJ's there for the rest of the night, and you don't want them clear in the back of the room, out of the way, when they're trying to play music for the dance floor.
Yeah, and that actually reminds me of something, and it was this, as you look at the grand scheme of things of all the wedding vendors that go to a wedding reception, whether it's a videographer or a photographer, I mean, the DJ is the one person that's going to be there the entire time. I mean, literally from start to the very end of the night. With the exception of the facility, the DJ is the one that's there the whole time, and so it would be important to make sure that your DJ is in a location that's conducive to getting people to dance and, so where everybody can see them. So as far as DJs go, do you recommend brides and grooms meet with their DJs in advance? Do you, I mean, not all DJs are the same, obviously, right?
Right. I would say go ahead and meet with them. It's probably one of those things that you need to get a good feel for your DJ, because really they're going to take care of most of the night for you. A lot of times, schedules get hectic and you can't have a meeting, but definitely talk to the DJ beforehand, get, all your details squared away with them, and let them know exactly what you are looking for before the night of. Even if it's just to make sure that they're pronouncing names right, and even the simplest reception, you want to make sure that you talk to your DJ. Yeah,
and I think it's the pre-planning is also pretty important, isn't it? I mean, as far as deciding, how you want the order of events to go. I mean, because the DJ, I assume, is going to carry, the night and all those events through for the bride and groom. So that pre-agenda is probably pretty important too, and filling that out, I would assume.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. One other question about the DJs here, and then we're going to sort of wrap this up a little bit. Let's just say you're a bride and you're coming in to Bandstand Music for the first time. As somebody that's been doing this like you have, I mean, what would your advice to the bride be? What should her expectations of a DJ be?
She should ask questions. She should maybe have a list of questions that she is curious about. Can they pick their own music? What type of DJs do they, have? Different, probably the music is the most important thing to most brides. Just because they want to make sure that the music being played is going to get people to dance. But have questions.
Yeah, one more thing that you reminded me of is types of DJs. I mean, you hear that all the time. What do you mean by type of DJ?
Well, you can definitely have different personalities for DJs. There's a lot of DJs that go out and they're just very energetic and get the people dancing and want to make sure that it's a party atmosphere. Some brides don't want that. They want it to be very low key. They want a DJ who's just there to play music and guide them along their evenings and isn't an in your face making a lot of announcements type of DJ. So it's really dependent on what type of DJ you're looking for.
Well, this is good stuff. I want to say thank you very much, Amy, for sitting down with us and answering some of these questions. Hopefully the brides got some help and a little bit of advice along the way. Stay tuned. We're going to have a little bit of advice from Amy, her top 5, rather. I was going to say top 4, the top 5 pieces of advice, and we'll have that in just a few moments. Again, thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate your time today.
Hi, my name is Amy Cornick. I'm the office manager for Bandstand Music, and these are my top 5 pieces of advice when hiring a DJ. Number 1, when you finally set a date, make sure that your DJ is one of the top 5 vendors that you pick, because good DJs will go quickly. Number 2, when you're setting up the room for your reception, make sure that your DJ is near the dance floor. And make sure that your dance floor is in a centralized location, because that will make it more conducive for dancing for your guests. Number 3, when you're picking out your music, make sure you have a variety of music that is familiar to your guests. You want your guests to have a good time and dance to music that they know. Number 4, when you're talking to your DJ, make sure that your DJ knows exactly what your expectations are for the evening. And number 5, when you're there for the night, make sure you relax, you have a great time, and let the vendors that you hired take care of all of your problems. You don't want to have to worry about anything that's going on, and you just need to relax and have a good time and remember your evening with your friends and family.